Hello, this is Kate from dailytarotworld.com, and in this video I'm going to unbox Amira's Love Oracle. Alright, so I think the box might have gotten a little squished in shipping. And this oracle is created by Amira Salon, and I don't know if you can hear my cat. She's in the background and she's causing a bit of a scene. I think she wants my attention. All right, so here we have Amira's Love Oracle. Oh, Merlina, stop it. Look at what my cat's doing here. She's not doing it anymore, but she was scratching that painting. She's being very naughty. Merlina, don't hijack my videos. Okay. All right, so back to the deck. So this deck comes with a little guidebook, and the guidebook's pretty good actually. It's got pictures of each card, little descriptions, kind of what you would expect in a guidebook. So I'm going to just go through the deck so you get sense of what this deck is all about. So this deck was created for love readings, relationship readings, things like that. Nice. Okay. Now, I guess I should talk about the cardstock. That's usually how I start my videos. So the cardstock is actually very thin. It's kind of it's not super glossy, but it's not super matte. It's kind of something in between. Card size is nice. They're bigger cards, but they're manageable. But cardstock is a little bit on the flimsy side. This doesn't feel like a deck that would necessarily stand up to being battered around. So you'll have to handle with care. Now, I don't do a lot of relationship readings, except for maybe on myself, but in terms of for others, I don't do a ton of relationship readings. And I see my other cat, Henry, has just jumped on my desk as well. Henry, what's going on? My cats are just being jerks here. Okay. So I'll do a little sample reading once we finish going through these cards, so you get kind of a feel for how these cards read. So if you're someone who loves to do readings about romance or your love life, or if your friends are always asking you to do relationship type readings, then you might have fun with this deck. I haven't used this deck yet, so my test reading that I'm going to do will be the first time I've used it. I'm excited to try this deck out, see how it reads. I love the cards. The images are beautiful here. Colors are lovely, really lush colors. Nice illustrations. It's I would say it's a simple deck. It's not like a really busy deck, which is nice. Oh God, Henry. Ooh, open relationship. Okay, Henry, get your tail out of the camera. It's like my cats don't want this video to happen, or not that they don't want the video to happen. I think they don't want the cards to be front and center here. They would like to be front and center in the reading. True gem. Ooh, young male. Communication. Courting man. Ooh. Okay, this is going to be a fun reading. I'm just trying to think what questions I should ask these cards. I don't really I guess I don't really want to do a reading on myself because I can't think of any specific issues to read about. Okay, Henry, don't. Henry's trying to eat one of my plants. Gossip. Ooh, I like this card. I love gossiping about people's relationships. Love triangle. That's a fun one. True love. This is the most uninteresting card. I liked all the other ones more. Fun times. Travel. Okay, so we're back where we started. So let's give these cards a shuffle. And just so you know, both of my cats are hey hens, are right here, and they're enthusiastically witnessing this special reading. All right, so we'll give the cards a little bit of a shuffle here. One thing I like about decks that have thinner cardstock is I find them significantly easier to shuffle. But of course, these cards are not that easy because they're a little bit bigger than the kinds of decks I'm more used to. Okay, so the question I'm going to ask these cards is, what do we need to know right now in order to deepen our relationships? So if you're single, okay, so I'm going to intend that if you're single and you're watching this, that the cards that come up will give you the insights into what you can do to find or connect more, find a lasting or rewarding relationship and connect more. And if you're in a relationship, it's how do you deepen that existing relationship. Okay, so I'll start with one card and then we'll take it from there. Okay, so this card is New Love. All right, I feel like I need a little something under my camera, so just bear with me here. Okay, here we go. All right, New Love. So this is an exciting card to get if you're looking for love. This shows that there's, opportunities may be closer than you think. There may be opportunities around the corner. This is kind of like getting an ace of something in a tarot reading. There's this fresh kind of new energy. And if you're in a relationship, what does this card mean? I think it's about bringing newness to a relationship. And I think that sometimes if you've been with someone for a while, you get to know, their habits and their patterns. And we sometimes make the assumption that we know this person inside and out and that everything is kind of predictable. And this card is really encouraging you to see your partner with new eyes. And don't assume that you know them. Don't assume that you know everything about them. Be willing to, because really we change every moment, every day. We're different than the last day. And if you think that all our cells in our body, every 7 years, like all our cells and everything are different. So we're literally a different person, every 7 years. And I feel like this is about sort of letting go of those assumptions that we sometimes make in a relationship, that we know everything we know about the person. But let's see what other cards come up. So I'm going to draw another one. Ice Queen. All right. This is an interesting one to get. It stands in stark contrast to the first one, because the New Love card to me is kind of a hot, almost a passionate card, whereas Ice Queen is cool. It's cooler. So my question would be, if you're single, do you tend to be the Ice Queen in relationships, or are you drawn to kind of icy, colder characters? People who maybe aren't as expressive with their emotions and who maybe seem disinterested and a little bit aloof. If you're in a relationship, who plays this role? Is it you? Is it your partner? Maybe it's no one, but I find that usually there's one person in a relationship who tends to be a little bit more aloof, maybe even a little bit colder than the other person. And sometimes it switches too. I can think of my own relationship. Sometimes I am the ice queen, and sometimes my partner is more of an ice king, not an ice queen. So that's just something to kind of consider. And let's draw one more card, because I'm not really sure where to go with the ice queen card from there. So let's do one more card. Ooh, Ice King. Okay, so we have Ice Queen and we have Ice King. So let's stretch these cards out. Gosh, I don't think my cats have ever been this fascinated by a reading before, which is interesting. They're really liking these love cards. All right. Okay, so we got the Ice King and the Ice Queen, and we have new love. So what would happen if the Ice King and the Ice Queen got together, I wonder? It would be interesting. So what does this mean for you? What does this mean for you and your relationships? I think overall it shows that whoever is watching this video, and I'm including myself here, is that there's a certain iciness. We're feeling a little bit closed off lately. And, oh, Henry, no, Jesus. God, he's chewing on my plant. I think that we may be feeling a little bit, I don't want to say cut off, but we're feeling reserved. And think about what is really going on for the Ice King or the Ice Queen. It's not that they're actually cold people. They're probably the kind of people who can really experience emotions very deeply. And for that reason, because those feelings and emotions can be all-consuming, they put up that wall to protect themselves. They want to be sure that something is real and trustworthy and lasting before they let themselves go all in. So I think that's really what often is going on with the Ice King or the Ice Queen. And I think a question we should all ask ourselves is, are we putting up that wall? And if so, what are we afraid of? And is there anything that we can do? Because I feel like this new love card has the ability to kind of melt both the Ice King and the Ice Queen. Is there anything that we can do to warm ourselves up, to melt that iciness that we sometimes surround ourselves with? Okay, so that was an interesting reading. I had fun with these cards. Let's draw one last card for like a final message. What do we need to know or understand before I put these cards away? Ooh, this is similar to the first one, the first card we got, and this is True Gem. True Gem. Okay. I feel like this is about really valuing the relationships that you have, whether these are romantic relationships, non-romantic relationships. I think often especially if we're in a relationship, we tend to sometimes, or maybe this is just me, but we tend to be sometimes critical of it and kind of pick at some of the things that aren't working. And this is about really seeing into the heart of your partner and the heart of your relationship and picking out the things that you really value, that are really near and dear to your heart. This card makes me think of quality, not quantity, and the importance of spending quality time with someone, not obsessing about the quantity of time, but the quality of time. And yeah, I think it's a really beautiful card. So please feel free to share your own thoughts about these cards in the comments section. And thank you so much for watching. If you want to learn more about tarot cards and oracle cards, you can check out my website, dailytarotgirl.com. I'm going to put the link to my site in the description box below this video. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.